Have you heard the latest news? Diddy's crew, including Young Miami, has been embroiled in legal drama after allegations of gang activity involving a 17-year-old girl surfaced in a previous lawsuit. It seems that since then, everyone in the group has been caught in legal issues. Drama now, rumors are Miami is feeling some serious cancellation vibes right alongside Diddy. This isn't shocking, really, as Diddy is a big shot in the industry and Miami's status is somewhat linked to him. However, it appears that Miami is feeling the burn just as much, if not more, than Diddy. The fact that we were able to capture Diddy's reaction to Young Miami and that she seemingly did something he will never forget, yes, there has been some footage leaked, makes it even more intriguing. Before we get started, let's introduce Gina Huynh, the model Diddy once dated. From there, we'll show you just how deep the Diddy rabbit hole goes. As you may know, Cassie was not the only one of his ex-partners to suffer at the hands of the abusive demon Diddy. In a recently resurfaced interview from 2019, Gina Huynh made some very serious allegations against Diddy, including spilling the tea. Gina, who dated the music mogul for 5 years, allegedly experienced violence during their relationship. Cassie, on the other hand, claimed Diddy went all out in one disturbing encounter. She claimed he repeatedly punched her head, stomped on her stomach, and even pulled at her hair. Gina said she fought back when she'd had enough. Having enough of his the other time, he had discovered me texting another man while we were in Miami and music. Things became pretty nasty at that point. We were upstairs, and he had shoved me, knocking me to the ground. Then he started pounding me like this, avoiding my face, but instead striking the side of my head, which is where I was lying when he stepped over me. I was simply covering my face, and he did that. And then after he had finished, he stood with his legs like a stick between us, and he stomped on my stomach very forcefully, taking the wind out of my breath so that I was unable to breathe at all. He continued to pound me like this. Gina spilled more, comparing herself to Cassie and calling her the bad one and Cassie the good one. In a shocking turn of events, Gina even claimed that everyone in Diddy's circle had approved the alleged abuse to occur multiple times. I was desperately pleading with him to stop. This entire interview is making waves once more, especially after Cassie accused Diddy of rape and physical abuse in a recent lawsuit, as if Diddy allegedly offered her $50,000 for an abortion when she became pregnant with his child, but she turned it down, wanting to prove her love instead. Though it appears that Diddy's new cat Miami Young may have been in on the whole thing with Gina, things took a seriously shady turn for Young Miami when the rumors started. Diddy hasn't publicly responded to Gina's claims, and probably won't because there isn't much he can say in his defense. Instead, he'll probably let his lawyers do the talking. Young Miami broke the news that Diddy had changed from being a cool guy for the first 3.5 years to a downright mean guy after Mill began spreading rumors about her working with him to get Gina in trouble. This made people wonder if Miami was really the innocent bystander they had assumed. Miami and Gina had a messy online feud after Gina shared a picture of Diddy kissing her cheek. Miami took to Twitter to criticize Gina, implying that her actions contributed to her difficult situation. Gina responded on her Instagram stories, criticizing Miami for wanting attention and mentioning herself. The social media feud between Miami and Gina intensified to the point where Miami seemed to threaten Gina by bringing up Diddy's alleged behavior, which raised some eyebrows and increased the heat on Miami and contributed to the overall cancellation vibe for Gina. Miami accused Gina of clout chasing and spilling some details about her personal life. Gina dropped hints that she and Diddy were rekindling their love, even posting a picture of him kissing her cheek on Twitter. However, Young Miami was having none of it and quickly shut it down. Gina and Diddy's relationship began back in 2022 after Diddy hosted the Billboard Awards. "Someone should really pay attention to this girl," someone tweeted. She continued, saying, "Notice me, please go sit down, we see you, relax, it's okay, you've been around for years, you've been waiting for this moment, if he can't make you famous I ain't." Things got even wilder when Young Miami said to the Complex, clapping back at Gina and stating, "Bees want attention." We also saw someone else there post an Instagram story claiming that their baby daddy was hosting it. When things like that occur, why do you choose to even draw attention because you want attention? You know how people just keep talking to you, MHM. Was like, what's up? You seem relaxed, and there's nothing to talk about. Therefore, it seemed like, I see you relax, why even latch on? Because there weren't any bullies around to tell her not to play with me or anyone else. If she wanted to talk, she could talk to me anytime. Like, it's going to be forgotten tomorrow, but she's going to be here in Miami, you know? After a time, you're like, girl, calm down, you're just doing too much. Young Miami then kept it real, saying, yeah, it'd just be like after a while it'd be. The drama didn't end there. Gina revealed a sneak peek of a new song, and Young Miami addressed it in the interview, saying, I need my 20% because if that guy couldn't get you there, you had to use my face, baby, pay me, period. Since then, fans have been discussing Diddy and Young Miami since June 2021, particularly after they were spotted holding hands and sharing pictures together, but it appears that their relationship isn't as close as she may think. Reports suggest that Diddy is trying to put some distance between them because he fears Miami's big mouth might spill some private information. Rumor has it that Miami is teaming up with 50 Cent. Yes, 50 Cents are planning a whole documentary spilling the beans on Diddy, a representative for 50 Cent even. Her dangerous sidekick, the fallout from the feud plus Miami's not-so-secretive nature, has people guessing she might get booted from Diddy's circle. Revealed to TMZ that his production company is preparing a doc about all the accusations against Diddy. So, here's the scoop. The idea to create a documentary about Diddy's survival began as a joke on the internet, but it's now garnering significant support. Back on November 18, a cheeky poster featuring Diddy sitting on a couch with the title Surviving Puppy was posted. People began to speculate that a documentary about the music mogul was in the works when the Netflix logo appeared on Facebook. On November 20, 50 Cent entered the fray, dropping the idea that he might make a film titled Surviving P. Diddy following Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy and another lawsuit against Diddy's former label. 50 Cent teased a movie called Surviving P. Diddy, or Did He Do It or Not, with him as the executive producer. He even included a cheeky coming soon while that fake Netflix poster was up. The screenshot regarding President Harve Pierre's lawsuit was shared on Instagram by 50 Cent, who also accused Pierre of abusing power. It's possible that 50 Cent was genuinely concerned about subjecting Diddy to the legal system, much like in the 2019 documentary that still exists about R. Kelly and the abuse allegations. Additionally, in 50 Cent's post, he revealed two more shocking details. Diddy's clothing line Sean John will soon be phased out at Macy's after 20 years. When Diddy settled Cassie's lawsuit, 50 Cent made fun of him, saying that while Diddy paid up quickly, it wasn't fast enough to stop other women from allegedly coming forward with their stories. A representative for 50 Cent's Gannett Film and TV confirmed that. The drama doesn't end there. Here's the plot twist. Word on the street is that Young Miami may spill the beans to 50 Cent for the documentary, adding to the story beyond Cassie's lawsuit Diddy's. The untitled Diddy documentary is currently in production, with 50 Cent acting as executive producer. The proceeds are intended to go to SA and our victims. Been hit with 3 more lawsuits in the last few weeks. Joy Dickerson-Neal filed one of them, claiming that Diddy and Abed caused her to suffer severe injuries and mental distress. Joy Dickerson-Neal is requesting a jury trial and compensation, as well as payment, because she believes that Young Miami is telling 50 Cent the truth for the documentary that will add a bizarre twist to this ongoing story. Just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder, they do now. In addition to Cassie's lawsuit, Diddy has been involved in 3 other lawsuits in the last few weeks. Joy Dickerson-Neal filed a complaint in the New York Supreme Court alleging that Dida and ABD gave her Revenge, which was produced and distributed by the rapper Dickerson-Neal Met. Diddy invited her to dinner in 1991 while she was a Syracuse University student after she appeared in one of his music videos. According to the lawsuit, Diddy purposefully recorded the dinner and shared the tape with others. Dickerson-Neal is suing Diddy for serious injuries, severe depression, and more. Diddy's representative described the claims as baseless and untrustworthy, labeling the lawsuit as a money-grabbing scheme that demonstrates how a well-meaning law can be manipulated for personal benefit. However, there's more drama ahead. Diddy's businesses are also involved in another lawsuit. A jury trial and compensation are on the table. Let's talk about the unexpected fourth lawsuit from 2003, where a victim named Jane Doe claimed she was essayed by Diddy and his team. The lawsuit accuses a longtime executive of essaying a former assistant, and it points the finger at Harp, claiming a year-long pattern of grooming. Pierre left the company in 2017, according to his LinkedIn profile. Associates when Jane Doe was a 17-year-old junior in high school in Detroit, Michigan. The lawsuit presents an unsettling image of an evening when Pierre approached Jane Doe, claiming Diddy wanted to meet her. Pierre then put Jane Doe on the phone with Diddy, who allegedly told her to board a private jet with Pierre and travel to New York City. When Pierre asked Jane Doe for oral favors, the evening took a dark turn. The group then took off for New York, touched down at Teterboro Airport, and traveled to Diddy's home and recording studio. When Miss Doe arrived, they escorted her inside, and she vividly recalls seeing a Technicolor sign as soon as she entered the studio. Around 11:32 at Daddy's house, Diddy asked Miss Doe to do some stuff like taking a picture, and that's when things got crazy. Diddy. At that point, another chick was recording, and Diddy's parents were hanging around too. She wrapped up shortly after Miss Doe arrived and left the studio area. The night became completely blurry, but Miss Doe does remember Diddy, Pierre, and the third guy making out with her and acting touchy-feely in an awkward way. Additionally, there is a new lawsuit against gender-motivated violence under New York City law, similar to some others. The complaint claims that the defendants preyed on a vulnerable high school student as part of a shady scheme involving drugs and a private jet to NYC, where the three of them did some shady things to her. Other statutes were recently extended to allow lawsuits that would have been barred by the statute of limitations. Studio Wigdor said in a statement that these heinous acts left Miss Doe permanently scarred, so it should come as no surprise that photos of the plaintiff sitting on Diddy's lap and in his studio have been included in the federal court complaint. Miss Doe has been suffering from emotional distress and shame for the past 20 years, and this lawsuit is the result of those events. Miss Dokin has made 5 allegations against Diddy in the last 3 weeks. Unlike many others who have come forward after decades, Miss Dokin has proven she was with Diddy that night in his NYC studio when she was 17. She chose to come forward after learning about Cassie's lawsuit and another one against Pierre. Unlike before, Diddy is not keeping quiet about this one. In a statement on Wednesday, he declared that enough is enough and that he is stepping down as chairman of Revolt, the music-themed TV network. Diddy said that seeing 2 other women courageously speak out gave her the confidence to share her story. Diddy settled with Cassie but denied the other accusations. The network first revealed on Instagram that Diddy Combs had resigned as chairman of Revolt, despite the fact that Diddy hadn't been actively involved in the day-to-day operations of the company. This was done to ensure that Revolt remained committed to producing content for the culture. The network first confirmed Diddy's departure in the middle of the first 3 allegations. Grammy-winning songwriter and longtime friend of Cassie Redd, Tiffany Redd, spoke out in support of her, but she refrained from disclosing the reasons behind her departure, stating that Revolt is about the collective journey rather than the personal story of any one person. Meanwhile, the Cassie lawsuit is causing some drama. Redd revealed she feared for her safety and wanted to stand with Cassie and speak up for herself in response to Cassie's claims that Diddy assaulted her in a letter to Rolling Stone. Redd also claimed to have witnessed a heated altercation between Cassie and Diddy at a karaoke spot during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. According to Redd, Cassie cornered security around. Redd claimed Cassie told her about them screaming and swearing at her, and that's why she asked to go back to her place with them. Redd also claimed Diddy screamed at Cassie later that night because she wouldn't sleep with him. Diddy said she was going to get this D, and they drove off. In a letter, Redd detailed her trauma and how Diddy forced her to perform sexual acts on male employees. She said she was disturbed by what she saw and that it wasn't the only time she heard Diddy yelling at Cassie and making threats, and that she also saw them receiving IVs after partying. Now that Jay-Z is embroiled in some serious allegations that mirror Diddy's mistreatment of underage girls in the entertainment industry, Jay-Z's long and successful career is being called into question due to Diddy's abuse of power. She also hinted that Diddy might not be the only mogul abusing young ladies. Diddy revealed in a recent interview that only Jay-Z and his mother can address him by his government name. The two have been spotted together at public events, flaunting their close bond, but ever since Cassie revealed the information about Diddy, people have been side-eyeing Jay-Z. Details about Jay-Z's alleged manipulation and pressure of Foxy Brown and her teens in exchange for a chance at fame have surfaced, leading many to question the rapper's behavior. Foxy Brown was only 15 when he had a romantic relationship with her, and he was 27. To make matters worse, there are rumors that Jay-Z paid Fox a substantial amount to keep their affair secret. These are not just unfounded rumors from the entertainment industry. One unsettling incident in Hollywood involves Jay-Z becoming romantically involved with Fox when she was 15 and he was 27. The allegations claim he basically forced her into a relationship by promising her a Hollywood career. Media Dame Dash, the former business partner and friend of Jay-Z, has confirmed these claims. "I can assure you that I believed Foxy to be about 16 years old. All I'm stating is that did I sign him? It seems like you have a question for Jay in this industry in which we live." When asked about Jay-Z and Foxy's affair, Dame Dash didn't hold back, leaving people to wonder just how deeply Jay-Z is into exploitative relationships. Dame spilled more tea on Jay's peculiar obsession with younger girls, mentioning he decided to cut ties. "Him don't ask me his question br, I'm not they could keep asking me question moving on." Jay-Z also had eyes for Aaliyah, sending her flowers and invitations to parties, but Aaliyah wasn't into Jay. Instead, she was in love with Dame and wanted a relationship with him after Aaliyah's tragic death, rumors swirled. Jay realized this and got angry with Jay when he realized Jay wouldn't distance himself from R. Kelly even after Kelly got exposed as a predator. Jay's allegedly planned the death as a sacrifice. Others claim she was put on a plane against her will, given a sedative against her will, and made unconscious to finish a music video. It doesn't end there. Beyoncé's Uncle Ron, her bodyguard, revealed that Jay had Bianca addicted to drugs in order to control her, much like what? In an interview from 2007, Beyoncé revealed that Jay-Z met Beyoncé when she was underage and he was almost 30. They waited until she turned 18 before making any moves. Cassie accused Diddy of doing this with her, leading to dangerous addictions that took over her life. Severe, having little social life, and knowing only Jay-Z since she was a teenager. Some argue that this power disparity is the reason she found it difficult to file for divorce from him after he cheated, and now that Cassie's lawsuit has brought this to light, Jaguar Wright has also weighed in, saying Jay-Z is worse than Diddy and that he is the real kingpin, who's simply wiser and more cautious in his actions. The entire situation is a roller coaster that reveals the dark side of Jay and Diddy's long-standing partnership. Diddy's chances of being charged with a crime seem to be increasing daily, even though there's no official confirmation of his guilt in the allegations. More and more fans are beginning to think that. It's been an intense conversation, with a lot of tea being spilled and some extremely dubious situations explored. The sheer volume of accusations suggests that Diddy may not be innocent. Well, that's the crazy journey we've been on as we've pieced together the bizarre stories surrounding Diddy and Jay-Z, from shady relationships to alarming allegations. Whether you're a die-hard fan or you just happen to stumble upon this scandalous journey, the music industry is full of secrets. Diddy is facing potential legal repercussions, and fans are pursuing him more than ever. Let's not forget about Jay-Z in this complex web of controversies surrounding Foxy Brown. Stay tuned and keep an eye out for updates. Let's hope the truth comes out in the end, but until then, keep it real and prepare yourself for more astounding revelations in the world. When it comes to Aaliyah and Beyoncé, his track record is also raising some eyebrows. It's like an endless drama series, and we can't wait to see how it all plays out. Peace out and keep it Rizzle all the music way, folks.